Welcome to Sorriso1's Holistic Kitchen. Today we're gonna make a special, very healthy bitter melon and spicy bean curd sauce. Yeah, you should have a little bit more of bitter in your life. Things that are bitter are super great for you for reducing your blood sugar. Bitter melon's very high in vitamin C, vitamin A, zinc, folate. Helps you with weight loss, and it lowers your cholesterol. Man, it's just packed full of vitamins. So it's good to have a little bit of eat something bitter, you know, once a week. So yeah, so this is all our ingredients we have here. We got the bitter melon, and we got scallops. So it's gonna be bitter melon and scallops spicy sauce. And this is foraged hedgehog mushrooms. I foraged this from Bellacoola, BC. So it's gonna have dehydrated hedgehog mushrooms. And here we got some organic garlic. And a fun fact is garlic, if you chop it up and leave it for 2-3 minutes, it actually becomes more nutritious because the enzymes mix, the juices mix, and it has time to react. And all the enzymes come out, so it becomes more nutritious. So that's a little fun fact you should do is cut your garlic and wait 2-3 minutes before cooking with it. And this is the special sauce. This is the spicy bean curd. And it's a lot harder to find, but what you want is you want one that is in sesame seed oil. I don't know if you can see this, but a lot of these oriental sauces is very hard to find because most of them are in soybean oil or corn oil or some other vegetable oil that's very highly inflammatory. It's loaded with omega-6 fatty acids, which is very inflammatory. We already have too much omega-6s in our diet because of all the food it's in. So try to find one that's in sesame seed oil, which is very hard. But this one I got from an Asian supermarket in Calgary called Lucky's. And it's the only one I found that's in sesame seed oil. And because it's fermented bean curd, it takes away the lectin because beans have a natural mycotoxin called lectin. And that's not good for your body. And over time, it promotes autoimmune disease. So you want things that are beans, you want it fermented or sprouted. Okay, and we're gonna be frying that in good old olive oil. Is a good high heat oil that you could fry in. Olive oil, sesame seed oil, and avocado oil is what I recommend for frying. Okay, nothing else. Try not to fry with olive oil because it's got a low heating point and it'll destroy the oils. All right, so first what we're gonna do, we're gonna boil some water. So how do you prepare the winter melon is you boil some water and then, first you gotta soak the bitter melon like at least 3 hours, but I soaked it overnight. So you slice it as thin as you can, right? And you put salt, about 1-2 teaspoons full of salt mixed with water. This is mountain spring water. I try to make everything as healthy as possible. So you are what you eat. This is soaked in mountain spring water instead of the normal crappy, tap water, right? Which is laced with a lot of chemicals and crap and chlorine and all that. So, I'm going to be eating this, so it's soaked full of good old mountain spring water instead of that crap. Okay? So what you do is you're going to strain that. Put that in the strainer. Okay? Now I'm not going to give it a rinse from the tap. I'm just going to leave it like that. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to boil this water, and then when it boils, then I'm going to put the bitter melon in it, like just flash you know, just splash it into the water, and then we'll rinse it, and then strain it right away. But we'll wait for it to boil. Oh, and one other thing is I forgot. Well, I washed my hands, but we'll wash it again. So after, I'll put this down so I can show you. So what you want to do is you want to squeeze it out, because it's very, very bitter. So you want to squeeze some of the liquid out so it's not so bitter. So we'll squeeze that, let it strain. Because if you don't squeeze it, it's going to be a lot bitter. But hey, it's more nutrients, but yeah, you want it to be palatable. Yeah, normally I don't squeeze it, but for people who's not used to, like, the taste is very bitter. So the first few times, you know, you might want to squeeze out more of the bitterness, but I just like eat it as is because I'm a freak like that. Okay, so I guess while we wait for the water to boil, put you over here, let's fry the scallop up, because we can do that. So see what's a good place to put it. Yeah, just right there. So we'll turn this on. So this is my wild hedgehogs. I'm not gonna take the juice out because the juice is very flavorful. So I'm not gonna strain that juice. And we're listening to some liquid drum and bass. Yeah. Okay, so I try not to cook my food that much, like just so it's just barely like fried, because the more you cook it, the less nutrients you have. Okay, so that pan could be a little bit hotter, but that's okay. Next time we'll make the pan a little bit hotter, but we're gonna fry some garlic with some scallops, and just barely enough so it's like, you know, just cooked, just fried, and that's it. Get that out of the way. Okay, so this water is almost boiling, so that's good now. This is also mountain spring water. So yeah, all you gotta do, it's right there, just lightly blanched. Okay, now it's ready for frying as well. So we'll let that.
I'm always trying to attempt to sing in the bath.
Okay, we'll let that drain. Okay, good. That's what we want. We want a little bit of sizzle there. Oh. Okay, now we can add the scallops. And add the bitter melon. Okay. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of the finest sea salt from France. That's great Celtic sea salt. It's got more minerals than the Himalayan sea salt. That's a little unknown fun fact. Okay. So now we're gonna make like a paste with this bean curd for the sauce. Okay, so just gonna get it out. Just like like three pieces of bean curd. Okay, that's about enough for sauce. Okay. So I'm gonna mash it up with a fork. Just like that. Okay. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this mushroom juice, just so I could mix it a little bit better. So it becomes like a paste. There we go. So it's kind of like a little gravy paste like that. Okay. Oh, look at that. And we're gonna deglaze with a little bit of this cooking wine. And that's it. Just a little bit splash. This kind of cuts down the fish smell of the scallops. Now you just turn it off, because the scallops just are cooked. They're just cooked perfectly. And then you add the sauce. And you add the wild mushrooms. And voila. And you just mix. Maybe we'll turn the heat up a little bit so to heat up the sauce. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Whoops. So we'll turn up the heat again so it mixes. We got perfectly cooked scallops. And let's see if I have some pepper. Yeah. Add some organic black pepper. That's gonna taste amazing. All right. We'll put that all together. Yummy. Hey, I'm gonna give it a little taste test. Delicious. Hey, we'll wash the spoon. So yeah, if it's a little bit too salty, add a little bit of water. If it's not, just add a little bit of salt, but that was just perfect. You see the scallops are just cooked perfectly, not too overcooked or else it's rubbery. Okay, so that's all ready to go. So let's plate this sucker. Okay. I'll put it in this bowl. Beautiful. Woo. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, let's try to plate this thing. Follow me. We'll go to... Okay, let's see how we can dress this up. Okay, let's take a little bit of this. See, I'm growing this on the windowsill. Look, that's a cool little trick. I reuse this twice. So this is organic spring onions. So what I do is I cut it to just about 2 inches at the bottom, and then I regrow it so I can eat it twice. So I have a bunch of green onions, and then I cut them 2 inches short, and then I regrow the whole stalk. So we'll take one of these to decorate. So we'll take one that has 3 shoots, I guess. I'm trying to find one with 3 shoots, but they're just got 2 shoots. Okay, anyways. And look, and I'm sprouting this. This is broccoli sprouts. This is the king of sprouts, these broccoli sprouts. So we'll add a little bit of that for like a garnish. Okay. Yeah, let's try to decorate this thing. Okay. We'll get sprinkle a little bit of paprika for color and taste. Oh, look at that, beautiful. Okay. Then we're gonna add this on the top. And we'll give it a little island of fresh broccoli sprouts. I sprouted these myself. And another fun fact is, you pair any cruciferous family from the cruciferous vegetable family, you pair it with the mustard seed family, and it helps absorb the nutrients of the cruciferous family. So broccoli, Brussels sprouts, kale, anything like that, you add mustard to it, you get more of the nutrients out of it. So every time you eat broccoli or whatever like that, a cruciferous vegetable, you add a member of the mustard family. And see, this is the end product. Voila. So this is bitter melon with scallops and spicy bean curd sauce. Organic, fresh, and delicious. Okay. Thanks for joining me, Sorriso1, in the Holistic Kitchens, Chef Sorriso1's Holistic Kitchen. Peace out.